friends, welcome to another episode of Magnum Videos. This is the Christmas episode of 2020. I'm going to talk to you about possibly the best Christmas present I've ever received, and I actually got it on two separate occasions, and that's what we're going to talk about, and we're going to do that right after this. Alrighty, probably the best way to begin this and to explain what I'm talking about is to first read you a letter that I wrote to the Seiko watch company. Now, this letter was written October the 2nd of 2019, and it's to the SWA Service Center, 1111 MacArthur Boulevard in Mahwah, New Jersey. And it begins, "Dear Sir or Madam, I'm enclosing a watch my wife bought me about 40 years ago, and which I have worn ever since. The primary problem at this time is the clasp, which will no longer stay closed." Now, let me show you real quickly here how this clasp is made, and I'll show you the watch too. This is a gorgeous watch. It's a beautiful Seiko watch. It was relatively expensive at the time, and when it broke I was just going to buy another one, but they don't make this particular watch any longer, and I couldn't find anything I liked as well as this. But the clasp on this has a little rod on one side, and on the other side is the clasp that goes around that rod and then snaps shut. Well, that was the problem. It no longer snapped shut, and when I put it on, the clasp would come undone, and I was afraid the watch was going to fall off and I was going to lose it. So I sent this off. I said I would like an estimate to repair the clasp, and here is my information. So I had to find the case number and the serial number, which I have listed in here, and I closed by saying thank you in advance and giving them my name and contact information. So, time passed, and I received a letter from the Seiko Watch Company, which says, "Seiko Watch of America, repair memo NJ 5660826, date 10/8 of 2019. Dear SWA Service Center customer, in attempting to repair your timepiece, we have discovered that certain parts necessary to complete the repair are no longer manufactured for your model. While it is our policy to attempt to maintain repair parts for the anticipated life of the product, many factors contribute to the manufacturer's decision to end the production of the spare parts. In most cases, demand for these parts disappear and restocking is not feasible. After being advised by the factory that the original parts could not be obtained, we attempted to substitute other parts to complete the necessary repairs. Unfortunately, our efforts to pursue this solution proved unsuccessful. Therefore, we regrettably have no alternative but to return the timepiece to you unrepaired. I understand your frustration. However, please be assured that we allocate a significant amount of time and personal attention to successfully service each timepiece. We return a timepiece unrepaired only after our senior watchmaker evaluates the timepiece and determines that there are no substitute parts available to complete the repair. So, and then they go on and say they strongly appreciate my patronage and all that stuff. If we could be of further assistance, we're sorry we could not be of assistance to you at this time. So, that's what I received back in this little envelope, in a bigger envelope, along with my watch. And when it arrived, I was so happy to get it back. But then when I opened it and saw that it wasn't repaired and read that letter, I was a little bit distressed. I was unhappy. So this year Rosie said, you need to go get you a new watch, and she gave me some cash to go get a new Seiko watch. But the Christmas evening, I went downstairs and I found the package with the letters in it and the watch in it, and I evaluated the situation, possibly just like they had done at the Seiko Watch of America facilities. And I got to looking at it, and I looked at the clasp, and I could see that it was a piece of metal that was bent over the top to make a little kind of a clasp that would go into itself when it was put into or across the bar on the other side. So I went out in the garage and I found my needle nose pliers, and I thought maybe I could bend that a little bit. So I took the pliers and I tried to bend it, but this metal is very sturdy, very hard to bend. So I had to do it 3 or 4 times, and I kept checking each time to see if it had made any difference. And on the 3rd or 4th try, I noticed that there was a little bit of friction when I closed it up. And so I bent it, I attempted 2 or 3 more times, and I finally got it to a point where when you, I don't know if you can hear this or not, but let me put the clasp on there and press down on it. I don't know if you can hear that snap, but there is a definite resistance, and when you push it down, it does snap and click into place. I set the date on the watch, I set the time on the watch, and it is, that was at 8:30 last night. It's 4:30 now the next day, and the watch is running exactly to the second of where the correct time. So anyway, I don't know if you heard that or not, but anyway, that's my beautiful Christmas present that I have received twice now. I'm very happy that I have my watch back, and until I speak with you again, and even after that, you stay focused.